So, if you're a content creator who's just starting out, you are facing this huge dilemma, a choice that's going to define your entire journey. The question is, what is it? Well, it really just boils down to this. Are you going to chase that quick sugar rush of a viral video from an audience that'll probably forget you tomorrow? Or are you going to build something real, something that lasts, with a small group of people you can genuinely help? Let's dig into why this choice is so critical. Okay, first things first, we have to understand the environment we're all playing in. See, the platforms we use, they aren't neutral. They have a very specific goal. And that goal, well, it creates a really tempting trap for new creators. I mean, just think about what you see every day. The content that fills your feed isn't there by accident. It is engineered with one primary purpose: to put you in a very specific emotional state. Could be happiness, could be anger, sadness, or even that little dopamine hit you get from feeling like you learned something. The algorithm pushes whatever triggers the strongest emotion, because that's what keeps you scrolling. And this brings us to a super common tactic that perfectly exploits our emotions. It's a gimmick, really. It promises the world, but, it often delivers very little. And it's something every creator absolutely needs to be aware of. So here's the playbook, right? A creator posts a reel, and it promises some incredible life-changing secret. Let's say it's a PDF that will help you manifest all your dreams. Your emotions get all fired up. And to get this amazing secret, all you have to do is comment one simple word. An automated tool instantly DMs you the document. But then, the crash. The so-called secret is just completely underwhelming. And this quote, wow. It just perfectly illustrates that exact moment when all that trust is completely shattered. That high emotional state you were in, it just plummets. The secret document turns out to be some generic, low-effort graphic. The promise is broken. And guess what? An audience you gain through a trick like this, they'll leave just as quickly as they arrived. So, this is it. This is the crossroads. You can play that high-emotion, low-value game, or you can choose a different path entirely. It really comes down to deciding who you're really creating for. So in one corner, you've got the viral chaser. Their goal is a huge number of views from this anonymous crowd. You get a quick spike, for sure, but it's followed by an equally quick drop. Then in the other corner, you have the problem solver. Their goal is way different: a small group of genuine fans. Their audience is loyal, they're engaged, and the result is real, sustainable growth that's built on trust and actual value. Okay, so let's say you choose the path of the problem solver. Great. But how do you actually do it? Well, the answer is way simpler than you might think. It's all about shifting your focus from getting views to giving answers. This right here, this is the key. Stop telling people what you can do and just start doing it. If you know video editing, don't just say you can teach it, start teaching. Provide the value directly, right there in your content, with no hoops for anyone to jump through. And hey, providing value doesn't have to be this big, complicated thing. Look at this. You can give someone incredibly useful advice in like 10 seconds. Tell them to change their text to Helvetica font, maybe reduce the tracking just a bit, pop it in italics, and add a simple ambient sound. Boom, you've just made their content better. No auto DM needed. Now, how do you deliver this value consistently? The most powerful way is by creating a series. I mean, think about it. Someone finds one of your videos, and then they can just binge the whole series, walking away with a complete solution to their problem. That's how you build deep, lasting loyalty. You're not just giving them a hook, you're giving them a real answer from start to finish. Okay, but we all know there's a huge gap between knowing you should start and, well, actually starting. A lot of us get stuck on a few key questions that just stop us in our tracks before we even post our first piece of content. This is the big one, isn't it? We feel like we have to have it all perfectly figured out before we even begin. But here's the truth. You can't think your way to a niche. Your only goal for your first 100 posts should just be getting comfortable with the process, finding your voice. Seriously, stop trying to solve for post number 101 and just focus on making post number 1. And then there's this fear. I can't post on my personal account. My friends are going to judge me. The advice here is crystal clear. Just start where you are. That fear, it's not about the algorithm. It's about the fear of judgment from people you already know. But your true audience, the people who actually need your help, they don't care if you have 5 followers or 500. They only care if you can solve their problem. And of course, the ultimate excuse: waiting. and waiting for that perfect moment. The person who came up with this advice actually used his own braces as an excuse to wait. But then he realized that the people who genuinely want to learn from you, they don't care about stuff like that. They just want the value you have to offer. Realizing this shows us that these fears are usually just excuses we build up to protect ourselves.
So when you put all of this together, it totally forces us to redefine what success actually looks like. It's not about hitting some magic number like 10,000 followers. Real success is found right here, in the small things, in the journey itself. It's celebrating that little shift from 20 followers to 21. It's the knowledge that you genuinely helped one single person solve one of their problems. That's where the real fulfillment is, not in some distant, arbitrary number. Because if you can positively impact just one person, teach them one new skill, or help them feel a little more confident, you've already won. Everything else is just a bonus. So the people who need what you know, they're out there. They're scrolling and they're waiting. The only thing left to ask is, what problem are you going to solve for them first?